So my name is Abhijit Agrawal. I work for Intuit. So and I'm reviewing Cisco ICE. So first thing is the Cisco ICE is more on the authentication side. So we need something for our users to be authenticated and get access to the network, to the resources, right? So that's where Cisco ICE comes in. Our users comes to the network, then they connect the network, and then they are authenticated against Cisco ICE. So Cisco ICE does authentication and profiling. After authentication, we need to make sure that what kind of privilege a user will get. So that is also taken care by the Cisco ICE. Now, one of the primary business challenges Cisco ICE is solving for us is that it has a proper roadmap, which other authentication solutions does not have. Secondly, we are also going ahead with Cisco Catalyst Center deployment. So it works well with Cisco Catalyst Center, and that is another, I would say, motivation or a business decision why we want to go with Cisco ICE. Authentication, profiling, NAC integration, and then observability, that is monitoring and user monitoring. Probably better enhancement in terms of troubleshooting. For example, if there is a failure in the network and if you want to locate a specific endpoint, right, how we can make it more intuitive. So that is one place we are exploring, and we are talking to Cisco as well. That let's say if you want to check for the failures, right, for a specific MAC address or a user ID, how do we do it? And can we integrate this with our third-party tools like Slack or Splunk, right? So that's where if you see a failure, we see the failure over there, and then we act on it. So these are some of the things which we are working with Cisco. I would say it. So one scenario I already mentioned is that authentication, integration, so that works well. Uh, we haven't run any situation where it is not suited, so we haven't run into the situation. So I am not really sure that would it work or not. But right now, so far so good. So secure. So as a financial technology company, security is one of the major things for us. So we need to have users with proper access, with proper privilege, and then since we deal with a lot of financial data, so we have to be making sure that we stay compliant all the time with our endpoint devices, and we make sure that whoever is accessing our resources should be properly authenticated. So that's where security comes in and plays a very important role, and that is another motivation for us to go to Cisco ICE. Yeah, so nice roadmap. So ICE has a nice roadmap where we see that where it is heading as a product wise. Second thing, it is one of the most stable authentication platform we see for end users. Third thing is it integrates well with other Cisco solutions. These are the three things. So we have Aruba ClearPass Manager. So we evaluated that one as well. That what is the future around it, but we found Cisco ICE better. So that's why we made a decision to move to Cisco ICE. So we evaluated CPPM, which is Aruba product, Aruba platform. So I don't know about negatives because we haven't seen it right now, but positive impact is one is the roadmap we have. And now since we are going ahead with doing the deployment of Cisco ICE, we see that we are getting closer to, so at the end of the day, we have to make sure that operationally we stay excellent. So that's where operational excellence comes in. Cisco ICE is basically addressing that for us. Right now, we are in a situation if there is a Wi-Fi issue or if there is an authentication issue, it gets really difficult to isolate the problem. But with Cisco ICE, this functionality is going to come in. So we believe that it would be a good ROI. Yes. Yes, it does. Yes. not as expected because we had some challenges with the integration with UEM earlier. So it took us some time to get that fixed. So, but now it is going really well. So initially, few months we ran into challenges on integration side, but not from the Cisco eyes, but really from the VMware side. Yes. So we use VMware Wavefront. We use Cisco Thousand Eyes. Uh, we use Splunk, and then we are basically AWS shop as well. So we use a lot of AWS stuff. We use Aruba. With Aruba, we use Aruba's other products like their access points, the Airwave, their SaaS offerings. So these are the things we use. So we are multi-vendor as an enterprise. We believe that every platform product is doing its job. The only challenge we ran into was the CPP, the authentication server. That's why we are moving to Cisco ICE. Now, since we are also deploying DNA Center or Catalyst Center, we believe it's a good decision because both the things can integrate together. So if you ask me that if I have to recommend Wi-Fi, I will definitely recommend Wi-Fi as a Aruba solution because we had good experience with it.